Hello everybody and welcome to the Halo Forge Epidemic. My name is Mr. Pokephile and today we're going to do a little bit of a review slash unboxing of the Elgato Game Capture HD. Now here at the THFE we were fortunate enough to actually be given the opportunity to test out and have a couple of these bad boys, and I gotta say I absolutely love it. This thing is a powerhouse. There's not much bad I can say about it. There's actually nothing really I can say that I don't like about it. The box looks great, the design is amazing, but let's do a little bit of an unboxing here. So on the back you've got the various system specs, and on the front you can see a very aesthetically pleasing box with a very nice playhead that's transparent. You can actually see inside of the box, which is pretty cool. Now the innards actually open up like a box. On the left side you can see the Get Started panel, and on the right you can see the Elgato Game Capture HD itself. Now this thing is very small, very light, and very sleek. It looks great. It's very light, which I can't stress enough. Now on the back you've got the HDMI out as well as the USB port. On the other side you've got the HDMI in as well as the AV in. Now only 4 ports on this thing, but you're only actually going to use 3 of the 4, so not a lot of cables, not a lot of clutter, which is awesome, especially if it's complicated setup like myself with cables, surround sound, Blu-ray players, and Apple TVs, tons of stuff. But this comes with the, of course, the PS3 cables. Now we also have the HDMI cable, which you will definitely need. HDMI cables are always awesome to have because you can never have enough of those. Then we also have the component cables, which are very nice to have. Now this means that you don't necessarily have to run HDMI to your Xbox, you can use component instead. And we also have the USB cable, which you will definitely need to actually record with this device. Now, taking a look at the box itself, now I personally love the way this box looks, so I'm not going to throw it out. I'm probably going to use it to store some of the cables I'm not using, or just different recording stuff that I need. It's a very cool looking box, so I'm definitely not going to throw something like this out. But looking at the device, again, it's so small in comparison to my hand. It's just a tiny little thing, which is awesome. Now the cables themselves, you've only got 4 included, or 3 cables, my apologies, and so it's just a little bit of an indication as to how sleek and how lightweight this thing actually is. And you'll notice there are no power cables, which we'll talk about a little bit later on, which is awesome. Now in size comparison, you can see that this thing definitely beats the Hauppauge HD PVR. It's much smaller and much more sleek, which is very nice. Now on the back you can see that the Hauppauge HD PVR has 13 ports, while the Elgato Game Capture only has 4, and you're only going to use 3. So that's awesome. Now to set this thing up, it couldn't be simpler. All you need to do is plug in the USB cable, and then you're going to go ahead and grab your HDMI out. Now this one actually runs to your TV. Now this one right here, you can go ahead and flip it over, and now all you need to do is plug in the HDMI in, and you are done. It is that simple. You'll notice again there are no power cables. This thing is actually USB powered, meaning you need to have the USB port actually plugged into a USB drive. So go ahead and plug it into your computer, and you'll notice that in just a couple seconds, if your Xbox turned on, it will actually power up on your television, and you can see there it goes. Now the same thing goes for unplugging it. If you unplug it, unfortunately it's going to turn off, but there is a solution. If you don't want to plug it into your computer constantly, go ahead and just plug it into your Xbox USB drive, and it'll work just the same. It'll actually power up on your TV, and that's pretty awesome. Now if you are in the market to get a game capture device, I strongly recommend considering the Elgato Game Capture. I definitely believe that this is the top of the market in terms of game capture cards, and I just love this thing. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's $160. We'll include links in the description, but we've been the Halo Forge Epidemic. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.